Wow!
Hey guys, welcome back to the Patreon vlog. Today is a special day. Today is the 1-year anniversary of Natsuki the movie. A swashbuckling tale of Chupa Chups lollipops, punk rock music, and of course indoor skydives. Today it's been watched by over 625,000 people around the world, and whilst generally I was pretty happy with how it turned out, overall I was disappointed with lots of aspects of it, which I talked about openly in the Patreon exclusive 8 Things I Learned from Making Natsuki the Movie, which you should check out on Patreon if you haven't already watched it. I've put a link to it on the post along with this video. It was something that started out as a bit of a joke, as an off-the-cuff remark here on Patreon. I was pretty happy, and it did tick a lot of the boxes we set out to tick, with one notable exception. Those of you that know me well know that I have 2 life goals to achieve while I'm here in Japan. The first one is meet Japanese superstar actor Ken Watanabe. I did almost meet him last year, but then I didn't due to a scheduling fuck up. The second box though, and hopefully one that's slightly more achievable, is to make Natsuki famous. We did try to do that in Natsuki the movie, but we didn't really hit the mark. We didn't actually pull it off. And whilst I think the documentary was a lot of fun for people who already knew Natsuki and kind of knew who he was, for people that didn't know Natsuki, it kind of lacked something. I think it lacked punch. Now, in the 2 years since filming Natsuki the movie, and most of it was filmed in 2017 between June and December, I feel like I've grown a lot in confidence as a filmmaker. I've done a lot since then, from doing the Tsunami documentary, the Pachinko documentary, and just doing 30 episodes of Journey Across Japan. I've learned so much from doing all these things that genuinely, if I was a Pokemon, I would have leveled up. 2 years ago, I would have been Squirtle. Now, I'm Wartortle. Maybe next year, could be fucking Blastoise if I play my cards right. Blastoise! Also, since 2007, we've got loads of swanky, brand new equipment, like this Panasonic GH5 4K capable camera, to this ridiculously big cinematic lens that weighs the same amount as a small child. We've got drones, we've got gimbals. We have come a long way since the equipment we had in 2017 when we filmed Natsuki the movie on an outdated Canon 70D in 1080p. We've even got the support of a dedicated camera team on Tokyo Creative. If we need more cameras and people to help, we can get them. And above all, we've got a dedicated community here on Patreon who can help me spread the word, share ideas, and help turn dreams into reality. Perhaps most importantly, we've got Natsuki himself, who still clings to the dream of being famous and who's desperate to get back in front of the camera, entertaining people around the world. So now more than ever, all of the stars seem perfectly aligned, like that, to produce something original, to produce something spectacular, to produce something ridiculous. A project that can build on all the best parts of Natsuki the movie and all the things we've learned along the way and take it up a notch to the next level. And so I'm pleased to announce right here, right now, Natsuki the Movie 2, 101 Ways to Quit Smoking, working title. This is a thing that's actually going to happen. It's going to be another kind of crazy, ridiculous journey with a serious underlying tone to it as well. We're going to combine that goal of quitting smoking once and for all with ridiculous and crazy set pieces such as Natsuki bungee jumping off of a dam in Switzerland and eating spiders and insects in Thailand. I know Natsuki well enough to know that even the foremost addiction expert in the world probably couldn't get Natsuki to stop smoking. We're going to have to use force. We're going to have to do something a little bit more elaborate. He's actually a lot more likely to stop smoking by doing something in the public eye, with the whole world cheering him on. Now, I've actually started creating a wish list of things I'd like to see in the documentary or in the series. It could be something that could be done over a 6-part series instead of a documentary. I did start writing it and then the pen broke, so I'm going to have to read it off the screen. Number 1, Natsuki interacting with people. As I feel like all the best moments in Natsuki the movie were usually with Natsuki interacting with someone or having some sort of situation with a person as well. Number 2, Natsuki undertaking crazy challenges like jumping off of a dam. It has to have a dam in it. I really want a dam. It has to have a dam. Number 3, a documentary that involves lots of exotic travel destinations and places. To give it that kind of real sense of adventure. But it's also to serve a purpose. Natsuki's only ever travelled to Japan, the UK, France and Hawaii, which isn't a whole lot for someone who's 45, I think it's 45, 46, 45. There's not a whole lot of places for someone who's 45. And I think it'd be a lot of fun seeing him reacting to these locations. We can live vicariously through his experiences as he's lost in a desert or stranded on a desert island or stuck in a pyramid, you know. As long as it ties into the narrative of the documentary, nowhere is off limits, especially the space. Let's put him into space. Natsuki in space. And a dam. Needs a dam. Number 4, it has to be a documentary that involves the viewers in some way. I want them to be a part of the experience. I've still got to work out how to do that. I know in the past we've talked about having viewers send in videos to Natsuki encouraging him to stop smoking, so that's something we could explore. And number 5, and definitely the most important point, a genuine, credible plan to get Natsuki to stop smoking. I want it, his wife Asami wants it, hopefully you guys want it. Natsuki's now 45 years old, he's midway through his life hopefully, and we certainly want him to stop smoking sooner than later, so it doesn't keep affecting his health. He's been smoking for 30 fucking years, 30 years, it's a crazy amount. So I really want him to stop smoking. That is the main objective of the documentary, and to see him jump off of a dam as well. That has to have a dam, needs a dam. I think everything on this wish list is very much doable. It's just a case now of taking the puzzle of ideas and bringing them together to create something. How can we integrate these challenges and the concept of travelling and giving up smoking into something that works as a coherent documentary? One idea is if Natsuki doesn't smoke for a week, he gets a reward, like a trip to a desert island. And if he does smoke, he has to do a forfeit, like eat a tarantula. And you can actually do both of those things in Thailand. So one thing we could do is have 6 different travel locations that he would go to, and depending on if he'd stopped smoking or if he hadn't smoked, he would either do a forfeit or get a reward, and we could see that play out over those different locations. Now, as I said before, it may make sense to actually split this up into 6 episodes, like a TV series, you know. Every week we would have a 1-hour episode, maybe set in a different location. Or would you rather have a 90-minute cinematic experience that you can watch in one go? Which do you think is best? What would you like to see? Fortunately, I have you guys here with your ideas and your input, and I've created a questionnaire, a survey, with this post to kind of kick things off and start hearing your thoughts and your feedback on some of the ideas that I've discussed in this video. And in the next Patreon episode, I'll go through the feedback and we'll try and reach a consensus on what people would like to see and what they expect from this project. As you could probably tell, this is a fairly large scale project, and it's not something we will start filming until the 4th quarter of 2019, so we'll be filming it kind of towards the end of this year, which is good because most importantly at this point is getting the ideas and actually creating an idea and a concept that can work and be really good. Gives me some time as well to just put out some normal good videos on the Abroad in Japan channel after Journey Across Japan. It'd be nice to do some videos that aren't bloody travel for once as well, so I'm looking forward to getting back to more weird, crazy topics. In fact, the first video to come out after Journey Across Japan is a behind the scenes look on how a love hotel is run, which I'm filming next week. So yeah, it'd be nice to dive into something a bit more casual and a bit more fun. But it means this time, unlike Natsuki the movie, where we did just turn up in the UK with a camera, with no script, and just film Natsuki doing things, it means this time we can actually formulate a plan and a concept that can work and actually create something to a high production standard that is worthy, or would be worthy, of being on TV even. And so with this project, this time around, there's going to be no holding back. We're going to go for gold. We're going to try and do something really quite special, and I'm really bloody excited about it, and I hope you guys are as well. Before I go, it's been a content-filled week. Tokyo Creative surprised me by releasing a video of bloopers and outtakes from Journey Across Japan. Check it out, it's fairly entertaining. We also had a podcast this week where Pete and I read out the 26 traits that Japanese women look for in a guy, and we competed against each other to see who had the most personality traits. Suffice to say, spoiler alert, neither of us did particularly well. And of course we had the 24 hours in Fukuoka video, filled with ramen and Buddha statues, and admittedly some of the best cinematography that we've seen on Journey Across Japan in general. I was quite proud and pretty happy with how some of the shots turned out there. I'm looking forward to sharing all of your thoughts and ideas on this project in the coming Patreon vlog next week. But for now guys, no matter where you might be out there in the big wide world, have yourself a great weekend, and I'll see you in the next few days. Take care, have a good one. And a dam, needs a dam.
I feel good. I feel cool. I'm feeling good.
You're listening to Absolute Radio. Welcome. I am Pete Donaldson. If you've just tuned in now,
nice to meet you. I'm fine. Oh, but come on. Sent for you. Yes. Natsuki. Sound, oh my god. My message for the world: life is balloons. Hello! Welcome to London!
I have no idea what's going on.
Wow!